Hey, good morning. Eric Arnold here in Sports Barn. Take two. Mike didn't work on the first take, but June 7th, Tuesday, mid-morning. I don't have a whole lot here for you. We're going to have a quick spin around the majors, give you some thoughts on some of these teams. Just one pick for you. The model runs better on the weekends. I'm learning this. I'm coming to that conclusion. So, the wife is retiring in less than a month. So what we'll do there is then just shift our schedule such that we do weekend stuff on Mondays and Tuesdays, I'm thinking. That should work out great for everybody. Things will be cheaper. No one has a happy hour on Friday. If you people under the age of 30, if you don't know that, there are no happy hours on Friday and Saturday because they don't have to have a happy hour on Friday and Saturday. They don't have to drag you in. They're already getting your business. So we can drink cheaper, and then I am more free on weekends to do my work. So we're 10-year project where the ball is being moved forward. Throw up our year-to-date summary. I ran the big EO meter and calculated our video record were 4 units to the good. We're doing better behind the scenes. I believe that yes, believe that no. It's up to you. But I am playing behind the scenes. I just don't have time to make a video for every last pick we're making. So, we're hitting slightly better than 53, worse than 54%. 4 units to the good. It's worse than losing. Better than losing. Let's say it correctly. Gambling gods sometimes just screw you, take your words literally. So it's better than losing. What else? Well, let's spin around here. NL East, I got burned this weekend on the Dodgers. I had them twice, Saturday and Sunday, and we still had a winning weekend. I don't know. Those were really our only losers. But surprising me, they're making a believer out of me, or the New York Mets. They just keep right on trucking. That is a team that you have to just be impressed with. Losing 2 of their best starters, and they just keep winning. At nice prices, too. Our good friend Fred, he's a big Mets fan, and it's kind of dawning on me that he just blindly plays the Mets every day and usually gets paid. This whole year, or certainly this summer, this could very well be the summer of Fred, where he's just going to get paid all year long and just have one of these years, kind of like us Phillies fans had in 1993, where it's just that magical year that you relive when you're an old crippled man in a wheelchair. You remember John Kruk and Larry Anderson there in that year of 1993? Oh, yeah, what a great team. They were throwbacks. Yeah, so enjoy it while it lasts, summer, Fred. This could be your year. The rest of the NL East, the Braves are starting to put it together. They're putting a little run on. I guess at some point they might push the Mets. The Phillies have won 3 in a row because they fired their manager. Are we buying the Phillies? I'm not. I think this is still a below 500 team. I don't know how you can be as poor defensively as they are and win. I just I don't buy it. I don't. Their bullpen stinks. Their fielding stinks. If they could score 8, 9 runs a game, they might have a chance. I don't think that's going to happen. So, I'm not bullish on the Phillies. And then the Marlins and the Nationals, they're just dreck. The Marlins should be better with their good starting pitching, but it's just a bad organization. They just have way too many holes in that offensive lineup that for every Jazz Chisholm, then there's 3 other guys you've never heard of because there's a reason you never heard of them. They suck. So they're just dead. The Central, I like the Cardinals over the Brewers. I think they're ultimately going to win that division, maybe push the other teams in the league for the World Series. I like that Cardinal team. The Pirates, I think, are an interesting team that is near 500. That's certainly not a team you can just assume is dead money. I would say the Pirates are the worst team in that division are the Cubs. That is a bad team. How they could be that bad with all the fiscal resources that the Chicago Cubs have is hard to believe. But I would say the Reds are better than the Cubs. The Reds, I think, are, there's a reason for optimism there. As long as they make sure they play their young players. Do not focus on guys like Joey Votto. If they could just get him, I don't know. You don't want to wish ill on anybody, but if that guy would just sprain a toenail or something and miss 3 months, they would probably go on quite the winning streak. NL West, I think the Padres at some point when they get Tatis back probably what's going to happen there. When Tatis comes back, the Padres are no longer going to be a good bet. In other words, the price is going to skyrocket on the Padres, and Tatis probably won't help them that much. They're playing good baseball right now without him, and everybody's going to expect them to be a super team when he comes back, and they won't be. So right now, you're still probably catching value with the Padres. I don't think they're good enough to beat the Dodgers. The Dodgers are spinning their wheels, but they'll be fine. Their pockets are so deep. They'll just buy whatever they need to fix whatever deficiencies they have. Closer. Right now, they don't have much starting pitching because something's wrong with Walker Buehler. I got the pleasure, if you want to call it that, of getting my face kicked in Saturday night at a huge price. Mookie Betts hands them a 4-1 lead on Saturday night in front of a full house, and he should just then coast home. He should just take that home with him. That guy can't throw a strike to save his life. He's terrible. It was embarrassing. I didn't feel bad for him. I felt rage towards him because he cost me money. But I guess Dodger fans, you all know this, but what the hell? I mean, you're in trouble. He's one of your main core pieces, and he's bad. I don't know if he's hurt, but the guy can't throw strikes. He cannot throw a fastball over the plate. And even if he could throw the fastball over the plate, it really looks like a pretty hittable pitch. So maybe that's why he's wild. He's like, holy shit, I got to hit the fringe of the fringe of the fringe of the corner here. I cannot get this anywhere near the plate or it's going to end up a souvenir. So Dodgers have some issues. Certainly, I don't know they're worth paying the premium price they command at the moment. AL East, you got to look at the Yankees. I mean, the Yankees are just killing people. There's a team where you may want to pay up to get them because their starters are brilliant. Their bullpen is great. Their lineup is good enough. Probably the best team in baseball. And then the other challengers are starting to play better too. The Blue Jays and the Red Sox are starting to play well. The Rays also, they're playing well. So that AL East is, what a division. The Central, well, that's the opposite. That's a terrible division. Just the Guardians should be better. Their starting pitching should be better than what it is. If their starting pitching would get better, they would challenge the Twins. The Twins are, well, they have probably the most talent of that division. The Tigers have talent, it's just mostly hurt. So they're dead money right now. The Royals are awful. They're dead money. Where are the White Sox? They're just having a lost year right now. They need to, some of their young talent needs to start doing their job. Tim Anderson, Juan Moncada, do your job. Luis Robert, do your job. You know, these guys aren't getting it done. So at a certain point, you set the injury excuse aside and do your job. And then lastly, the Astros are just going to run away with the West. The Mariners, no way, shape, or form, are going to beat them. I would say right now, the Mariners won't even make the playoffs. It's just not going to happen. It's a bad franchise, and for all their nice young talent, I just don't see it. I don't see it. So I would look in the East for your playoff teams more so than out West. The only question is, will the Astros just get totally bored and give up the occasional huge number like they did last night? And we had the Mariners. We were on that the Astros just are bored and like, well, what is it? Is it October yet? You know, it's old hat for those guys. They're all veterans and they all know what it takes, and they know it's a long way to Tipperary, and that we're in June, you know, so it could be screw around time down in Houston, but they're certainly going to be there at the end, I would say. All right, that's good. What else? What else? Let's get to the pick, the singular. We're going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here we come, and we're going to take Toronto. The Blue Jays, the great Alek Manoah. We're going to shorten this up, make it on the run line. I think we're safe on the run line in that if we don't win, I don't think we're going to lose no 2-1. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Alek Manoah and the powerful Blue Jay lineup is going to lose 2-1 to bad Brad Keller. Either Manoah is going to have it, just like he always seems to have it, and he'll give up 1, 2, 0 runs, or he's just going to get lit up because he's due to get lit up. In other words, the guy's been so good, I could just see him having one of those games and give up 7 runs just because he gave up 7 runs. Now, do I expect that to happen? No, of course not. Otherwise, I won't bet the goddamn game. I think he's going to be great. And we're probably going to win this game like 7-2 or something. So we'll shorten up our risk. We'll take the run line. I think that we'll be okay there. I was thinking of a nickname. Now, here's some homework for you 6 people that are still watching. Some homework for you. He needs a nickname. This guy's too damn good not to have a nickname. And I came up with this great nickname. He wears number 6. If you've never seen a Blue Jay game, he's number 6, which is unusual because most starting pitchers, of course, have double numbers like Sandy Koufax, Steve Carlton, 32, Tom Seaver, 41. Nobody really... Pitchers have single digits. That's reserved for, you know, your hitters. But he's got 6. And he's a big ass guy, huge dude. So I'm thinking, well, Big 6. He's Big 6. What a great name. That's seems like I've heard that before. Big Six. Well, he can't be Big Six because someone else, baseball player, was Big Six. There was a player named Big Six. So, but I'm thinking, no one may remember this. No one may remember this. So possibly I could just deem him Big Six, and it'll be a great nickname, and I'll get away with it because no one knows anything about history. So if you know who the original, the only, at this moment, Big Six is, put it in the comment section. No cheating. You're not allowed to use the internet. You're on the honor system. Who was Big Six? If you can tell me that, then I will acknowledge you in the next show. Otherwise, let's go Blue Jays, and we'll talk again. Eric Arnold signing off.